New developments in Muscat in August 2025. Part 1 of 4. New construction projects in Muscat, starting at $200,000. First, Al Wafa. Al Wafa, your key to life in Oman's first smart city with government support and a view of the bay. Prices: apartments from $200,000, townhouses from $200,000, villas from $295,500. Completion in the fourth quarter of 2027. Concept: a technological oasis of the future in the heart of Muscat. Al Wafa is a flagship project from Al Abrar Real Estate, founded in 2008 by Sheikh Salim bin Nasser Al Siabi. Implemented as part of the Grand Smart City, Sultan Haytham City, the first in Oman's history. This is not just a residential complex, but part of the Oman Vision 2040 national strategy, where sustainability is combined with AI-controlled energy and security. Your opportunity to join the elite group of pioneers. Key features: property types: one-bedroom apartments, 85 square meters, ideal for investment or living. Two-bedroom apartments, 120 square meters, spacious for families. Three-bedroom apartments, 160 square meters, views of parks and the bay. Turnkey completion. Built-in appliances, coffee machines, ovens, climate control, smart lighting and security systems, panoramic glazing. Eco-friendly materials: porcelain stoneware, bamboo panels, air recovery. Parking with EV charging for electric cars and storage rooms on each floor. Infrastructure: live the luxury in greenery lifestyle. Inside the complex: smart courtyard, gardens with automatic watering, fitness trackers on running tracks, playgrounds with AR training, co-working hub, areas for digital nomads with solar panels on the roof. Eco-services: organic food delivery, bike park, waste sorting stations. Access to the city Sultan Haytham. 0 minutes. Oman Botanic Garden Parks, medical centers with telemedicine. 5 minutes. Smart schools and kindergartens, shopping district with robotic delivery. 10 minutes. Al Mauj Beach with yacht club, metro to Muscat Airport. Fact: the project is supervised by the Oman Ministry of Housing, a guarantee of quality and deadlines. Investment arguments for foreigners: value growth of 15% per annum. Sultan Haytham City will become Oman's new business center by 2040. State guarantees: Al Abrar Real Estate is an official partner of the state, with 100% of projects completed on time. Tax benefits: 0% tax on rental income for the first 10 years for foreigners. Visa-free travel for owners. Residence permit when purchasing real estate for a certain amount. Passive income: rent through Al Abrar. Average occupancy rate of 85% thanks to demand for smart housing. Why will 80% of expats and investors buy Al Wafa? For pragmatists: 2025 prices to 25% increase by the end of construction, 60% of lots remaining. Partnership with the state, low risks and infrastructure support. Oman, a safe hub between Europe and Asia. For our flight to Dubai, visa-free for 100 countries. For aesthetes: Arabic modern architecture, open-work mashrabia latticework made of cedar, terraces with views of the Yenaier Mountains. Peace and quiet and clean air. IQ Air 2024. Muscat ranks second in the world for environmental friendliness. Act now. Your chance to make history in Oman. Al Wafa is the choice of those who appreciate. Investors: stability of a government project plus the trend toward smart real estate. Families: the best eco-friendly schools and parks on your doorstep. Pioneers: resident status in a legendary city. Sultan Haytham City will change the rules of the game. Al Wafa is not just real estate, but a ticket to the future, where technology serves people. Al Abrar Real Estate. Reserve an apartment in Al Wafa before August 30th, 2025 by writing to us on WhatsApp +797 73765 428 and receive a profitability calculation for your budget plus consultation on a residence permit plus a certificate for a trip to Muscat with a tour of Sultan Haytham City. Second, Wadi Zaha. Wadi Zaha, your key to life in Oman's first smart city with views of Central Park and a government guarantee. Apartment prices start at $200,000. Completion in the first quarter of 2028. Concept: Eco-luxury of the future in the heart of Sultan Haytham City. Wadi Zaha is a flagship project from Al Saber, 30 years of experience, 65-plus projects. It is not just a residential complex, but a benchmark for sustainable development within the Grand Oman Vision 2040 plan. Here, traditional Omani architecture in the Arabic modern style, open-work Mashrabia latticework, terraces with views of the Yenaier Mountains is combined with AI technologies and smart infrastructure. This is your chance to join the elite pioneers of Oman's first smart city. Key features: property types, studios, 50 to 56 square meters, ideal for investment. One-bedroom apartments, 71 to 76 square meters, a balance of comfort and income. Two-bedroom apartments, 109 square meters, space for families. Three-bedroom apartments, 150 square meters, panoramic views of the park and Wadi. VIP formats, penthouses from 220 square meters, townhouses to 135 square meters, exclusive villas 388 square meters. Luxury in the details, designed by the world-renowned Skidmore, Owings and Merrill. Panoramic windows, terraces with barbecue areas. Smart homes, control lighting, climate, and security from your smartphone. EV charging for electric cars in the parking lot. Premium finishes, built-in Aircraft kitchens, marble bathrooms, porcelain stoneware. Infrastructure, green luxury lifestyle. Inside the complex, wellness oasis, fitness center with cryotherapy, spa, indoor and outdoor pools. For families, children's playgrounds with AR technologies, cinemas, bike paths along the Wadi. Smart service, underground parking, pharmacy, mini-markets, restaurants within walking distance. Access to Sultan Haytham City. 0 minutes. The city's largest central park with lakes and promenades. 8 minutes. Al Seeb and Al Manama beaches, yacht clubs. 12 minutes. Side Fayyaz Plaza shopping centers, 24/7 Shifa Hospital Medical Center. 30 minutes. Muscat International Airport, Business Center. Fact: the project is supervised by the Oman Ministry of Housing, a guarantee of timely completion and quality. Investment arguments for foreigners. Value growth 15% per annum. Sultan Haytham City will become Oman's new business hub by 2030. State guarantees. Al Saber is an official partner of the state, with 100% of projects delivered on time. Free ownership for all nationalities. Full ownership rights without restrictions. Tax benefits. 0% tax on rental income for the first 10 years for non-residents. Passive income. Rent through Al Saber. 85% occupancy thanks to demand for smart housing. Residence permit for owners. Right to obtain a residence permit when purchasing real estate for a certain amount. Why will 90% of expats and investors buy Wadi Zaha? For pragmatists, 2025 prices to 25% increase by completion in 2028, 60% of lots remaining. Flexible payment, 20% down payment, 80% installment plan over 4 years. Oman is a safe hub between Europe and Asia. Visa-free travel for 100-plus countries, for hours to Dubai. For aesthetes, Psalm architecture, laconic modernism with elements of Omani heritage. Silence and clean air. IQ Air 2024. Muscat ranks second in the world for ecology. Act now. Buy your ticket to Oman's future. Wadi Zaha, the choice for those who appreciate. Investors. Stability of a state project plus trend towards eco-urbanism. Families. The best smart schools and parks on your doorstep. Pioneers. Resident status in a legendary city. Wadi Zaha is an architectural poem where technology serves people and nature inspires new achievements. Al Saber. Book an apartment in Wadi Zaha before August 30th, 2025 by writing to us on WhatsApp +797 737 428 and receive a rental yield calculation plus consultation on obtaining a residence permit in Oman plus a certificate for a tour to Muscat with a visit to Sultan Haytham City. Third, Solaris. Solaris, your key to life on UNESCO beaches with the possibility of obtaining a residence permit and rental income. Prices start at $200,000. Completion in the first quarter of 2027. Concept: a resort idol in the heart of the Omani Riviera. Solaris is an exclusive low-rise complex only for floors. From Maria, a joint venture between Orascom Development Holding and Omran Group. Located in the elite community of Jebel Saifa, a UNESCO-protected reserve with 5 kilometers of white sandy beaches, the Al Hayar Mountains, and a turquoise bay. Ideal for living, investing, and winter retreats. Key features: property types, studios, 38 square meters, a starting point for investors. 1-bedroom apartments, from 54 to 71 square meters, a balance of comfort and income. 2-bedroom apartments, 85 square meters, sea and golf course views. Ground floor apartments with private gardens, upper floor apartments with panoramic balconies. Turnkey completion. Built-in kitchens with appliances, parking spaces, smart control systems. Premium finishes. Porcelain stoneware, panoramic glazing, sun terraces. Infrastructure. Luxury as everyday life. Inside the complex, infinity pool with lounge area and bars. Wellness center. SPA, fitness with trainers, yoga platforms. Active recreation areas. Tennis and paddle courts, running tracks along the beach, barbecue areas. Access to Jebel Saifa. 0 minutes. Marina for 117 yachts, Herodine Golf Course, Diving Center. 5 minutes. Boutique hotels, Tugra, and the Bank Beach Club restaurants, Spar Al Saifa store. 35 minutes. Muscat City Center, Muscat International Airport. Fact: 85% of Jebel Saifa is green space. The cleanest air, IQ Air. Muscat ranks second in the world for ecology. Investment arguments for foreigners. Passive income. Rent through Maria. Average occupancy rate of 85% thanks to tourists and expats. A studio apartment yields up to 8% per annum. Residence permit. Possibility of obtaining lifetime residence visas for the owner and family plus free account opening at an Omani bank. Tax haven. 0% on rental income, capital gains, and inheritance. VAT is only 5%. 0% installment plan. 10% down payment. 7.5% quarterly until completion. Value growth. Prices in Jebel Saifa are growing by 12 to 15% per annum due to UNESCO status and supply shortages. Why will 90% of foreigners buy Solaris? For investors. Free ownership of real estate for all nationalities to 100% ownership rights. 2025 prices. Forecast growth of plus 25% by completion in 2027. 40% of lots remaining. Management by Maria minus 15 plus years of reputation in the market, 65 plus projects. For aesthetes, architecture in the Arabic modern style. Low-rise buildings, terraces with sea and mountain views. Peace and privacy, lower building density than similar projects in Dubai. Act now. Your oasis by the sea is waiting for you. Solaris, the choice for those who are looking. For investors, an asset with 0 taxes and guaranteed rental demand. For families, safety, private schools, beaches without crowds of tourists, digital nomads, Wi-Fi 6G, co-working spaces with views of the bay. Solaris is a harmony of luxury and nature. Here you wake up to the sound of waves and watch sunsets over the mountains in the evening, knowing that your investment is growing. Maria. Book an apartment in Solaris before August 30th, 2025 by writing to us on WhatsApp +797 737 65 and receive a tour of Solaris with our realtor plus a calculation of rental income based on your budget plus legal support for obtaining a residence permit. 4th, Uptown Muscat. Uptown Muscat, your key to life in Oman's smart city with a 20% return and a resident visa. Prices start at $200,000. Completion in the first quarter of 2027. Concept: a technological oasis for global professionals. Uptown Muscat is a premium project from Wadi Real Estate in the heart of Oman's largest technology park, Knowledge Oasis Muscat. It is the first of 6 phases of a large-scale community where modern design from the Italian firm Mandresi GmbH is combined with smart technologies and environmentally friendly solutions. Ideal for living, investing, and obtaining Oman residency. Key features: property types, studios, 80 to square meters, a starting point for novice investors. 1-bedroom apartments. From 108 square meters, a balance of comfort and income. 2-bedroom apartments. From 139 square meters, space for couples or small families. 3-bedroom apartments. 190 square meters, views of parks. 4-bedroom duplexes. 333 square meters, exclusive with private gardens. Luxury in the details. Partially furnished, Smeg and Yella appliances, panoramic balconies, smart home system. Eco-friendly materials. Bamboo panels, porcelain stoneware, energy-saving windows. Infrastructure. Life in an urban resort style. Inside the complex. Uptown Boulevard. Library, musical theater, spa with sauna and jacuzzi, fitness center, 50-meter swimming pool. Uptown Park. Bike paths, playgrounds with AR technology, picnic areas. Clubhouse. Lounge areas, restaurants, daily need shops. Access to knowledge oasis. 0 minutes. Microsoft, Huawei, Oracle offices, tenants of your lots. 10 minutes. Middle East College, German University of Technology. 25 minutes. Muscat International Airport, Mall of Oman. Fact: the Al-Seeb district is the fastest growing in Muscat, plus 18% prices for 2024. Investment arguments for foreigners. 20% increase in value. Guaranteed capital growth upon project completion. Passive income. Rent to tech park employees. Demand is 30% higher than supply. A studio apartment brings in up to $18,000 to $100. Resident visa. Residence permit for the owner and family plus right to inherit the property. Flexible payment. 10 for 90 installment plan. 10% per payment, 90% upon completion. Taxes. 0% on rental income for non-residents for the first 5 years. Why will 85% of expats buy Uptown Muscat? For investors. First phase of Ivy Town. Prices 10% lower than subsequent phases. Freehold for foreigners to 100% ownership. Management by Wafa to 100% of projects delivered on time in 10 years of operation. For families. 3 children's areas plus development rooms with teachers. Security. 24/7 video surveillance, security at the entrance. Act now. Lock in the 2025 price before it rises by 20%. Uptown Muscat is the choice for those who appreciate it. For investors. Liquidity at a technology park with 50,000 plus employees. For families. The best schools and parks on your doorstep. For digital nomads. Co-working spaces with Wi-Fi 6G and views of the Yenaier Mountains. Uptown Muscat is a symphony of technology and comfort. Here you work among innovative companies, relax in parks with fountains, and create a legacy for your children. Wafa Real Estate. Reserve your apartment in Uptown Muscat before August 30th, 2025 by writing to us on WhatsApp +797 73765 428 and get a tour of Uptown Muscat with our Realtor Plus rental yield calculation with an 85% occupancy guarantee plus legal support for residence permits. 5th, Yenaier. Yenaier Residences. Your key to living in Oman's first smart city with guaranteed residency and 20% capital growth. Prices start at $200,000. Completion in the 4th quarter of 2027. Concept. Oman's heritage meets the technology of the future. Yenaier Residences is a flagship project from Adrak Developers, part of the Al Adrak Group with 39 years of experience, created in honor of the enthronement of Sultan Haytham. It is a symbol of renewal, where traditional Omani culture blends with the innovations of the country's first smart eco-urban zone, Sultan Haytham City. 6 elegant towers with fluid architecture inspired by Omani landscapes form a vertical oasis for those who value sustainable progress and luxury. Key features. Lot types. Studios with a loggia. From 71 to 87 square meters, the perfect start for investors. 1E and 2-bedroom apartments. 1-bedroom apartments with a loggia. From 94 to 128 square meters with terraces. Sky residence with 2 bedrooms. From 132 to 163 square meters. Premium formats. Sky villa with 3 bedrooms. From 189 to 261 square meters. Sky Palace, penthouse. From 407 to 460 square meters. Luxury in the details. Smart homes. Lighting and climate control from your smartphone. EV charging for electric cars. Soundproofing. Premium finishes. Marble floors, smeg and miele appliances, quartz countertops, panoramic windows. Eco-friendly materials. Bamboo panels, energy-saving glass, water recovery systems. Infrastructure. Life in an urban oasis style. Inside the complex. Wellness center. 50-meter swimming pool. Fitness center with panoramic views. Spa with hammam. For families. Kindergarten with AR technologies. Playrooms, picnic areas in parks. Social hubs. Clubhouse with library, musical theater, coffee shops. Access to Sultan Haytham City. 0 minutes. Central Park, telemedicine clinics, smart schools. 5 minutes. Microsoft and Huawei offices, universities. 30 minutes. Muscat International Airport, Mall of Oman Shopping Center. Fact: the Al Seeb district is the leader in price growth in Muscat, plus 18% in 2024. Investment arguments for foreigners. 20% increase in value. Guaranteed capital increase by completion in 2027. Passive income. Rental through Adrock developers, 85% occupancy. A studio apartment brings in up to $7,000 to $180 per year. Golden Visa residence permit. Lifetime residence visa for the family when purchasing real estate for a certain amount. Tax haven. 0% on rental income, capital gains, and inheritance. 10 for 90 installment plan. 10% per payment, 90% upon completion. Why will 90% of expats buy Yenaier? For pragmatists. Freehold for all nationalities to 100% ownership. Prices for 2025 to 20% increase upon completion of construction, 60% of lots remaining. State support. The project is supervised by the Oman Ministry of Housing. For aesthetes. Arabic modern architecture. Wave-like facades, terraces with views of parks. Peace and quiet and clean air. IQ Air 2024. Muscat ranks second in the world for ecology. Act now. Lock in the price before it rises by 20%. Yenaier Residences, the choice for those who are looking. For investors. Liquidity with 100,000 plus residents of the smart city. For families. The best schools and parks on your doorstep. For pioneers. First owner status in a historic project. Yenaier is more than real estate. It is a legacy where technology serves people and traditions inspire innovation. Adrock developers. Reserve an apartment at Yenaier Residences before August 30th, 2025 by writing to us on WhatsApp +797 73765 428 and receive a tour of Yenaier Residences with our realtor plus calculation of rental income with a 7% guarantee for studios plus legal support for a residence permit. See the continuation in the second part. Want to buy real estate in Oman? Write to us on WhatsApp +797 73765 428 and we will select the best options for you. Everyone buys from us.